Dear child, my cherished one, before I proceed, I urge you to take a moment to breathe. What I am about to impart will undoubtedly transform your spirit in ways you cannot foresee. Understand, my beloved, that your presence here is not by mere chance, it is a divine orchestration. You have been gently led to this moment, not by accident, but by a guiding force. Prior to unveiling the truth surrounding your home, there is something of greater significance that I must share with you. Pay close attention, for you have been under watch since dawn by the same protective light that watched over you throughout the night. The message you are receiving now has undergone delays, being blocked and resisted due to its profound nature. However, heaven has decreed that it must now be delivered. If you are a true follower of Archangel Michael, please consider becoming an exclusive member of our family, link pinned in the comment box and description. Your support helps us continue spreading hope, faith, healing, and encouragement to hearts around the world. Before I continue, I request one simple thing from you: engage with this message using your heart. Should you desire more divine whispers from above, remain connected, for once you do, the spiritual realms will unfurl a path exclusively for you. Now, my child, listen intently. Archangel Michael declares that I have only 2 minutes to convey this information, and I must speak swiftly. My beloved, please regard this with the utmost seriousness. This concerns the house in which you find solace, the walls that cradle your presence, the rooms that harbor your silence, and the shadows that conceal the truth you have yet to grasp. That home has borne witness to events unknown to you, events shrouded in secrecy. There is a woman whose truth is on the verge of revelation, and heaven insists, do not overlook this. Not for even a moment. The quickening of your heart is an indication that your soul recognizes the importance of this message, for you have sensed these changes within your dwelling. There is an unmistakable shift in the atmosphere, the air has begun to whisper, the nights feel heavier, and the silence resounds louder. Though you may attempt to dismiss the signs around you, you must not overlook this one. Think of the woman who currently occupies your thoughts, the name that silently surfaced in your mind. She has been concealing her true self behind a facade. Heaven is poised to strip that mask away entirely. Remarkably, she never anticipated that this truth would be revealed to you in such a timely manner. Before I disclose her role in this, understand that your home is under the vigilant gaze of the divine. Each corner, every threshold, and every space you inhabit is being closely observed. I am compelled to communicate with you now because a significant transformation is taking place in your spiritual environment. There is a notable shift, an unraveling of illusions, and a revelation of concealed intentions. My child, know that you are never alone in that space. Although you may feel solitary, angels stand guard at your windows and roam around you as you sleep. What they witnessed last night is precisely the reason you are receiving this message today. The truth is simple: a woman has sought to undermine you, attempting to bury your blessings beneath her envy and to disrupt the spiritual fortifications that protect you. Yet, heaven proclaims that she has already failed in her endeavor. Do you wonder how? The moment she made her attempt, a light more radiant than anything she had ever encountered emerged within your home, illuminating every dark intention she harbored. Furthermore, she remains unaware that she has been exposed in the spiritual realm, and this exposure will soon manifest in the physical world as well. Heaven does not deliver this warning to instill fear, rather, it is meant to prepare you, for a revelation is imminent. The truth will echo within your abode, disclosing conversations left unheard, clarifying hidden matters, and illuminating behaviors once brushed aside. This woman, the very one you are contemplating, is unprepared for what you are about to uncover, but heaven assures you that the truth will be unveiled. When you ultimately grasp this reality, you will comprehend why this message has arrived at this precise moment rather than later. My beloved, I urge you to listen intently. There is a reason for your restlessness. There is a reason sleep has eluded you as it once did. There is a reason your spirit awakens at peculiar hours, prompting you to sense something lying beneath the surface. Understand that this is not simply anxiety, it is a revelation longing to break through. Your home is transforming into a new spiritual alignment, and when such shifts occur, the truth cannot remain concealed. This woman's truth is next to emerge, as heaven has declared. Remain vigilant, attentive to the signs, for her exposure is not coincidental, it is divinely timed. Before I delve further, please hold on to this truth: you are protected, chosen, and watched over by divine benevolence. Nothing within your house poses a threat to you, nor will anything designed to distract and deter you succeed. The reason you are receiving this message today is that heaven is orchestrating miraculous realignments within your space. The divine realm is preparing your surroundings for a breakthrough, and any elements that do not support this breakthrough will be removed, including her presence. The weight of the energy she carried, filled with envy, resentment, and veiled intentions, was substantial. Heaven insists that you must recognize her truth before your blessings arrive, for the forthcoming blessings will profoundly alter your home, and she was never meant to witness them. The next few statements may gently unsettle you, but they are rooted in truth. This woman had access to realms she should not have, glimpsing what she was never intended to see. She attempted to interfere with forces beyond her grasp, but, my beloved, heaven shielded those sacred elements. Thus, the exposure of her actions is unfolding. Listen closely, your home is not merely a structure, it is a spiritual sanctuary, a conduit for the divine messages destined for you. Someone sought to disrupt this sacred space, yet heaven declares that your home is on the verge of purification. When this exposure transpires, you will experience both relief and clarity, followed by a miraculous outcome as this unveiling catalyzes your elevation. What she endeavored to obscure will be laid bare. What she attempted to distort will regain its rightful form, what she sought to fracture will emerge stronger upon restoration. When the truth surfaces, you will finally fathom the reasons behind the delays and confusion that have clouded your path. It was not your doing, it was her energy adversely impacting your space. But heaven has interceded, my beloved. Your home is poised to feel lighter, radiating a renewed vitality. The atmosphere will brighten, bringing peace to your nights and blessings to your days. The weight of negativity will dissipate, for I, Michael, have entered your space. You have been chosen to receive this crucial revelation, and the subsequent portion of this message will clarify precisely what she did, why heaven has barred her meddling, and what is to unfold in your home next. Perhaps I am reading too deeply into this, or maybe it is simply my imagination. However, the divine realm asserts that you were not merely imagining things. Your spirit sensed a disturbance long before your eyes could perceive it. My dear child, this was the initial sign you overlooked, the unexpected weight that permeates a room when someone harbors ulterior motives. Remember those days when an inexplicable heaviness hung in the air? When you crossed your threshold only to feel an immediate exhaustion? When moments of silence felt devoid of peace? That was not a figment of your imagination, it was energy, her energy. The divine allowed you to perceive it before unveiling the truth because your spirit is more alert than you realize. My cherished one, the second sign was subtle yet substantial. Your laughter no longer echoed in your home as it once did. Have you observed how the walls respond when joy fills a space? Conversely, fear or jealousy tends to silence the atmosphere. Your home grew quiet, and the divine took note. This woman carried thoughts wholly unfit for your presence, comparison cloaked in kindness, jealousy masked with gentleness, and concealed irritation disguised as concern. Do not chastise yourself for having trusted her, for the divine does not punish the innocent for opening their hearts. The error lies not in your kindness but in her intentions. Understand this clearly, my child. She underestimated what the divine perceives, she miscalculated the watchful presence over you, and she undervalued your spiritual belonging. Hence, she will be revealed. This exposure, my beloved, does not serve as punishment, it is a matter of alignment and truth coming to light. The divine is correcting the spiritual atmosphere surrounding you. You must grasp this crucial aspect about your home. It holds memories, energy, secrets, prayers, and intentions. Recently, it has been a battleground for light and shadows. Consider the emotional upheavals you felt within your home. Nights when you felt drained as soon as you lay down, mornings when your motivation inexplicably vanished, days when you yearned to escape the confines of your home. These were not arbitrary feelings, they were her energy attempting to invade your space. The divine assures you that her grip has been severed. Before I explain her intentions in detail, you must understand that your home is on a path to divine purification. The spiritual barriers are being cleansed, every corner is undergoing sanctification, the environment is being reset, and your blessings are being prepared for entry. She is not part of this next chapter. My beloved, the divine has patiently awaited the right moment for this revelation. Had this information reached you earlier, it would have been misunderstood. Had it arrived too late, your suffering would have prolonged. But now, you are ready. Listen closely, this woman sought to close a door meant for your future. She attempted to project negativity into the atmosphere of your home with ill intentions, releasing words that could have affected you had the divine not intervened. Words spoken from jealousy carry weight in the spiritual realm, yet those uttered under divine protection possess power, which nullified her intentions instantly. The moment she spoke against you, her words fell to the ground like dust, never reaching you, never impacting your destiny, never entering your atmosphere. Yet, the divine noted her intentions, never overlooking whispers made in secret. This forthcoming revelation will not embarrass you, it will liberate you, freeing your home and restoring your tranquility. The truth will safeguard you even as it uncovers what she desperately tried to conceal. Understand, my child, that the exposure will manifest in one of three ways, and your spirit will instinctively recognize it. Either you will overhear something, someone will reveal something unexpectedly, or she will err and expose her truth. You may not anticipate it, but the divine assures you that it is already in motion. When this occurs, you will experience an internal shift, a sudden clarity, a newfound understanding, a refreshing lightness. Because heaven has been eager to remove her influence from your home, allowing your blessings to flow in unimpeded. My beloved, the blessings arriving at your home are greater than you can imagine, and the divine will not permit anyone harboring hidden bitterness to approach your miracle. Thus, her exposure becomes necessary. You may question her motives. Why did she feign kindness while harboring ulterior motives? The divine offers this gentle explanation. Your light unsettled the darkness within her, your peace provoked her insecurities, your radiance reminded her of her lack of control, and your destiny instilled in her a sense of dread. Thus, she concealed her true feelings behind a facade of false smiles. But now, the divine will no longer tolerate masks, hidden intentions, or shadows lurking near your blessings. The moment of truth has arrived, dear child. Your home is about to undergo a transformation. Be attentive to the signs, a change in the atmosphere, a newfound warmth, or a responsive shift within your spirit. This will signal the commencement of the cleansing, at which point the truth will follow. My beloved, the subsequent part of this message will elucidate what she attempted, why the divine halted her in her tracks, and how your home will be rejuvenated following her exposure. Take a moment to breathe deeply, my cherished one, for now, the truth will begin to unravel layer by layer, as divinely intended. Listen with your inner ear, for what I am about to disclose is extraordinary and rare. The divine awaited the precise moment of alignment to bring you to this understanding. The truth you were never meant to overlook is that this woman attempted to invade your spiritual atmosphere without authorization. She did not break into your home, rather, she sought to infiltrate the energy of your sacred space, one entrusted solely to you, but the divine would not permit it. Allow me to clarify this in straightforward spiritual terms. A home transcends mere walls and floors, it serves as a spiritual sanctuary. Within it reside your prayers, your tears, and your dreams, as well as your divine protection. When someone enters your home with negative thoughts, jealousy, or bitterness, seeking to alter its atmosphere, the heavens respond without hesitation. Indeed, this is what transpired. My dear one, this woman entered your space harboring concealed intentions. Although she wore a smile, it did not reflect sincerity. Her kind words masked a different inner whisper. She feigned concern, yet her intentions remained entangled and ominous. Feeling threatened by your destiny, your radiance, and the divine favor surrounding you, she sought to disrupt the tranquility of your home. However, She overlooked one crucial fact: you are not vulnerable, you are not exposed, you are not spiritually alone. You are enveloped in the protective embrace of heaven. The moment she stepped into your space with her ulterior motives, the angels guarding your home stood resolute, and divine presence intensified. The spiritual atmosphere shifted in response to her energy. She believed herself to be unnoticed, that her thoughts were concealed, and that her facade remained intact. Yet the heavens are omniscient. My child, she attempted to implant discord within your home, perhaps through her words, thoughts, or quiet resentment. It may not have been overt or palpable, but in the spiritual realm, her intentions reverberated, prompting a response from above. That night, something significant transpired in your home, something unseen by your eyes, yet felt deeply by your soul. The atmosphere felt strange, the silence weighed heavily, and the night stretched longer than usual. Do you recall the heavenly movement during that time? Your spirit experienced unrest because angels were warding off energy that was unwelcome. A cleansing process occurred, a battle unseen yet victorious in the heavenly realm. This explains why you arose feeling fatigued despite adequate rest, why your mood shifted unexpectedly, why your thoughts clouded, and why your heart felt heavy. This was not mere stress, confusion, or imagination, it was spiritual work taking place around you. My beloved, grasp this with clarity: the instant she unleashed her silent intentions, heaven countered them. When she attempted to disrupt your peace, heaven repelled her efforts. When she sought to obscure your blessings, heaven preserved their clarity. Every effort she made to intrude upon your home was met with fiery protection from above. Nothing she attempted bore fruit, nothing she devised came to fruition, nothing she whispered held sway, for heaven stands guard between you and adversity. My child, this is why her true nature will be revealed, not to shame or punish her, but to prepare your home for the approaching miracle. Her presence, energy, and intentions cannot coexist with the blessings destined for you. Your forthcoming blessings are too pure, expansive, and divine to share space with someone bearing concealed motives. Hence, her exposure becomes vital. My child, I now wish to elaborate on her attempted actions. Pay close attention, for understanding this will clarify your experiences. She endeavored to instill doubt, fear, misalignment, spiritual blockage, and confusion in proximity to your breakthroughs. Yet, heaven uprooted these seeds before they could flourish. This accounts for the moments you felt disconnected from your home, the discrepancies you sensed in harmony, the small troubles that arose, and the unpredictability of your emotions. Those were the remnants of her schemes, which failed to take root before touching your destiny. My child, heed this with the gravity intended by heaven. A thoughtless remark, a sudden acknowledgement, a convoluted story, an unguarded reaction, an unintended message, or even a passing comment about her may lead to her revelation. Such is how the divine exposes the concealed through even the smallest chink in one's facade. My beloved, you will recognize the truth instantly. The realization will illuminate your heart as if a light has been turned on in a darkened room. All that has been perplexing will suddenly align, the feelings you've experienced will gain clarity, and your spirit will affirm, "This is it." In that moment, your peace will be restored. My child, the sixth sign is profoundly spiritual. You will notice a lightness within your home, your surroundings will feel brighter, your breath fuller, your thoughts clearer, your body energized, and your sleep more restorative. It signifies heaven reclaiming your sacred space. My beloved, the seventh sign is a concealed blessing. You will gain unexpected clarity regarding your next life steps. With the departure of negative energy, your future will become illuminated, paths will open, ideas will flow, opportunities will emerge, decisions will crystallize, confusion will dissipate, and tranquility will strengthen. Heaven is preparing your home for the next divine season. My child, the eighth sign reveals an emotional release. You may find yourself inexplicably tearful, relieved, hopeful, or grateful. This is your spirit liberating the burdens that entered through her energy. It will not manifest as sadness, but rather as a cleansing experience. My beloved, the ninth sign is one bestowed upon selected souls, a heightened spiritual awareness. You will perceive things differently, seeing beyond mere appearances. You will discern energies with clarity, recognize intentions effortlessly, and feel changes even before they manifest. This awakening is a gift from heaven to those under protection. Lastly, my child, the 10th sign, the most profound of all, something significant will align for you immediately upon her exposure. This could manifest as a breakthrough, a blessing, a pivotal message, or a transformative shift in your finances or relationships. Her energy has been a barrier between you and what heaven has prepared for you. Once her true nature is unveiled, your blessings will manifest without delay. My beloved, understand this clearly, her exposure is the gateway to your elevation. The moment her truth is revealed, the door to your next miracle will swing wide open. My child, this is why heaven implores you to embrace this message. The divine timeline of your life is transitioning, and the revelation of this woman serves as the catalyst. My beloved, now that you comprehend these signs, I will disclose the deeply spiritual rationale behind heaven's decision to unveil her now and the preparations taking place for you beyond what is visible. My child, as we delve into the most profound part of this revelation, understand that this is something heaven has been preparing to unveil for some time. You were not ready before, your heart needed steadiness, and your spirit required fortitude. But now, you are ready. My beloved, listen with intention and allow these words to resonate within your soul. The unveiling of this woman's true nature is not intended to harm you, it serves to liberate you. My child, heaven has observed you navigating life with a heart that loves deeply, trusts swiftly, forgives readily, and supports others despite their shortcomings. While this is your greatest strength, it has also been a source of misunderstanding by some. Your heart is pure, while her intentions were not. Your spirit is open, her spirit was conflicted. Your energy is sincere, while hers was concealed, and heaven will never allow someone with a hidden heart to obstruct the path of a chosen soul's destiny. My beloved, allow me to outline the deeper reason for her exposure at this precise moment. Your forthcoming blessing necessitates a pristine environment. My child, heaven has orchestrated something extraordinary for you, far beyond what you can imagine, beyond your prayers, beyond your current circumstances, beyond your fears, and beyond your past. This blessing is not commonplace, it is transformative, affecting your finances, relationships, mindset, peace, future home, and overall direction in life. Heaven will not bestow such a monumental blessing into an atmosphere tainted by envy, doubt, or hidden resentment. My beloved, your home is poised to become hallowed ground. A sacred space where miracles flourish, tranquility endures, and divine guidance prevails. Here, your path becomes illuminated, and the voice of the heavens resonates without pause. Yet, before you can fully embrace this experience, it is imperative to remove all negative energies. This woman embodies the last residue of obstruction in your spiritual domain, the final shadow lurking in your sanctuary, impeding the complete flow of your blessings. The heavens have been vigilant, waiting, watching, and shielding you, preparing for this moment of action. My dear child, heed this important truth. Had her reality been unveiled earlier, it would have caused confusion; revealed later, it would have delayed your blessings. But now, the heavens disclose her truth in perfect timing. You are spiritually fortified, emotionally poised, and mentally astute. Your discernment has awakened, your intuition is heightened, and your protective shield is fortified. This is why today has been divinely chosen. The deeper significance of her exposure lies in the fact that she has occupied a space that was intended to be empty before your blessings arrive. Her presence has been a hindrance in areas of your life that require divine cleansing and renewal. The intentions she harbored cast shadows where the light of heaven needs to shine brightly. Her energy obstructed the flow of divine grace within your dwelling. Beloved, the heavens shall not fill a vessel that is still contaminated. Your blessings demand purity, your elevation necessitates liberation, your breakthroughs rely on clarity, and your miracles require spiritual sanctity. Hence, her exposure is crucial. Understand this profound reality. At times, heaven removes individuals not out of wickedness but because their chapter in your narrative has concluded. Her season has ended, and her connection to your essence has expired. No longer can she exert influence over your spiritual journey. Heaven is poised to sever her energetic ties to your sanctuary. Once her truth has emerged, a remarkable transformation will ensue, an experience that may send shivers down your spine and defies logical explanation, one that can only be perceived through spiritual insight. Her attempts to undermine you will have failed, her plans will have unraveled, her whispers will hold no power because the heavens stand as your shield against harm. The intention behind her exposure is not to shame or punish her, but to ready your home for the incoming miracle. Her energy, her motives, and her presence cannot coexist with the purity of your forthcoming blessings. Your next blessing is too profound and too sacred to share space with someone harboring a concealed agenda. This is why such exposure is necessary. Now, I will share the nuances of her intended manipulations. Listen closely, as this revelation will bring clarity to everything. She sought to instill doubt, invoke fear, create misalignment, establish spiritual barriers, and foster confusion near your breakthroughs. Yet, the heavens have preemptively eradicated her seeds before they could take root. The restlessness you occasionally felt within your own sanctuary, the disruption in your emotions, and the sense of imbalance were all symptoms of her influence striving to emerge. However, her intentions withered before they could reach your destiny. My child, recognize the gravity of this message. The timing of this revelation is intricately linked to your imminent elevation. Her truth must unfold before your blessings manifest, as the negativity she harbors cannot enter the threshold of your future. She may adopt a facade of innocence, pretend that nothing is amiss, or feign normalcy, but the heavens have already marked her reality, which will soon be unveiled. When her exposure occurs, you will not need to confront, argue, or battle. The truth will surface effortlessly, through subtle slips of the tongue, unexpected behavioral changes, misplaced messages, confessions from outside sources, and uncontrolled reactions. The moment will be divinely orchestrated for your protection. When it transpires, you will experience an immediate lightness in your home, allowing your spirit to exhale deeply, your peace to be restored, your sleep to deepen, and your energies to rise freely into an atmosphere ripe for blessings. Change is coming, the heaviness that lingered will fade, silence will shift into harmony, and the shadows will dissolve as the rooms rekindle their warmth. I, Michael, have placed a shield over your home, ensuring its sanctity. Next, listen closely, for the signs of her exposure will soon reveal themselves in your life and home, confirmations of all that the heavens have conveyed to you today. Prepare gently, for this is where the signs will begin to unfold. Heaven does not expose without first offering signals, and these signals are already forming around you. Listen intently with your inner spirit rather than your ears, for the heavens whisper before they declare, gently stirring your soul before shaking your surroundings. The exposure of this woman is anything but random. It is a calculated act of divine timing, a sequence carefully arranged for your protection. Prior to her disclosure, the heavens will send signs to your abode. First, you will perceive a shift in the atmosphere. Soon, as you enter a room, you will note an unexpected lightness in the air, an elusive peace descending upon you like a comforting blanket. Initially, you may not comprehend the change, but this will be your first confirmation of the heavens cleansing your space. The second sign, subtle yet powerful, will manifest as a resolution to issues that had long plagued you. Perhaps your sleep has been disrupted, your thoughts clouded, or your motivation lacking. Soon, these disturbances will rectify themselves naturally and effortlessly. This will signify the heavens restoring balance within your home. The third indication will arise from your intuition, an inexplicable moment of clarity regarding the woman set to be unveiled. Her name will surface in your mind unexpectedly, not as a source of fear but rather as a clear insight. You will not search for it, the truth will simply emerge in your spirit. This is the heavens revealing what your eyes have yet to perceive. The fourth sign will become apparent in her conduct. A concealed agenda inevitably reveals itself when the heavens begin to expose one's truth. The truth will protect you, even as it reveals what she desperately sought to hide. Understand, my dear, that this revelation will unfold in one of three ways, and your intuition will sense it. You may overhear something, someone may unexpectedly disclose information, or she may inadvertently reveal her truth. Although you may not foresee it, the divine assures you that this process is already underway. When it occurs, you will experience a profound internal shift, a moment of clarity, a deeper understanding, and a refreshing lightness. For the heavens have been eager to liberate your home from her influence, allowing your blessings to flow freely. My dear, the blessings on their way to you are greater than you can possibly imagine, and the divine will not allow anyone carrying hidden bitterness to interfere with your miracle. Therefore, her exposure has become necessary. You might wonder about her motives. Why did she pretend to be kind while harboring ulterior intentions? The divine offers this gentle explanation. Your light disturbed the darkness within her, your tranquility triggered her insecurities, your brilliance reminded her of her lack of control, and your destiny instilled a sense of dread. Hence, she concealed her true feelings behind a veneer of false smiles. However, the divine will no longer tolerate masks, hidden intentions, or shadows lingering near your blessings. The moment of truth has come, dear child. Your home is about to be transformed. Remain attentive to the signs, perhaps a shift in the atmosphere, a new warmth, or a noticeable change within your spirit. This will indicate the start of the cleansing, and the truth will soon follow. My beloved, the next part of this message will clarify her actions, explain why the divine intervened, and outline how your home will be rejuvenated following her exposure. Take a moment to breathe deeply, my cherished one, as the layers of truth begin to unfold, as divinely intended. Listen closely, for I am about to share something extraordinary and rare. The divine has awaited the perfect moment to bring you to this awareness. The truth you were meant to uncover is that this woman attempted to encroach upon your spiritual domain without permission. She did not simply enter your home, rather, she sought to infiltrate the very essence of your sacred space, which is entrusted solely to you. The divine would not allow it. Let me clarify in straightforward spiritual terms. A home is more than just walls and furnishings, it is a spiritual sanctuary. Within it reside your prayers, tears, aspirations, and the divine protection surrounding you. When someone enters your home with negative thoughts, jealousy, or bitterness, seeking to alter its atmosphere, the heavens act swiftly. Indeed, that is what occurred. My dear one, this woman stepped into your space with hidden intentions. Though she smiled, it was not an expression of genuine caring. Her kind words masked a deeper, unspoken agenda. She feigned concern, yet her intentions were entwined with negativity. Feeling threatened by your destiny, your radiance, and the divine favor that envelopes you, she aimed to disrupt the serenity of your home. However, she neglected a crucial truth: you are not defenseless, you are not exposed, you are not spiritually alone. You are embraced in the protective arms of heaven. The instant she entered your space with her ulterior motives, the angels assigned to your home stood firm, and the divine presence intensified. The spiritual atmosphere responded to her energy. She thought her presence went unnoticed, believing her thoughts were concealed and her facade intact. Yet the heavens are all-knowing. My child, she tried to sow discord within your home, possibly through her words, thoughts, or subtle resentment. It might not have been overt or palpable, but in the spiritual realm, her intentions resonated, prompting a response from above. That night, something significant occurred within your home, something invisible to your eyes but deeply felt by your soul. The atmosphere felt unsettling, the silence seemed heavy, and time felt elongated. Do you recall the celestial movement during that period? Your spirit sensed discomfort because the angels were repelling unwelcome energy. A cleansing process was initiated, a battle fought beyond your sight yet triumphantly won in the heavenly realm. This explains why you awoke feeling drained despite having rested, why your mood shifted unexpectedly, why your thoughts became cloudy, and why your heart felt burdened. This was not merely stress, confusion, or imagination, it was spiritual work happening around you. My beloved, understand this clearly. The moment she unleashed her concealed intentions, heaven responded decisively. When she sought to disturbance your peace, heaven nullified her efforts. When she aimed to obscure your blessings, heaven ensured their clarity remained intact. Every attempt she made to invade your home was met with fierce protection from above. Nothing she tried yielded results, nothing she planned came to fruition, nothing she insinuated held power, for heaven stands sentinel between you and adversity. My child, this is why her true nature will be unveiled, not for the purpose of shame or punishment, but to prepare your home for the impending miracle. Her presence, energy, and intentions cannot coexist with the blessings destined for you. Your forthcoming blessings are far too pure, expansive, and divine to share space with someone who harbors hidden motives. Hence, her exposure is essential. Now, I wish to elaborate on her attempted actions. Pay close attention, for understanding this will illuminate your experiences. She sought to instill doubt, fear, misalignment, spiritual blockages, and confusion in the vicinity of your breakthroughs. However, heaven uprooted these seeds before they had a chance to flourish. Watch for signs of unease, evasiveness, defensiveness, or an unsettling kindness that feels disingenuous. Her facade will begin to crumble, and you will notice uncharacteristic shifts in her demeanor, perhaps becoming excessively distant or overly familiar, quiet or overly chatty, tense or oddly relaxed. My dear child, the fifth sign will be the most crucial. Her truth will inadvertently spill in your presence, not through grand gestures, but via small slips, a misworded sentence, an unexpected admission, or a story that falls apart. These seemingly minor revelations are the heavens' way of unmasking the hidden. You will recognize the moment, a sudden illumination breaking into your heart like a light igniting in darkness. Everything previously unclear will converge, and your spirit will affirm, this is it. In that instant, your peace will surge. The sixth sign will carry a profound spiritual weight. You will feel an uplifting lightness within your home, with your surroundings radiating brightness and an invigorated energy manifesting in your body and mind. This sensation signifies the heavens reclaiming their rightful space. The seventh sign will present itself as an unexpected blessing, newfound clarity regarding your next steps in life. As negative energies dissipate, paths will become visible, ideas will flow seamlessly, opportunities will emerge, decision-making will ease, confusion will dissolve, and peace will strengthen, preparing your home for the new divine season. Lastly, the eighth sign will involve a release of emotional burdens. Your protective barriers will strengthen, and your alignment will rise. This is why today is significant. The deeper reason for her exposure is her occupation of a space that should have been left vacant before your blessings arrived. It is vital to cleanse this area in order to welcome the fresh influx of divine energy. The heavens will nunca pour fresh water into a vessel still tainted by toxicity. Your blessings call for purity, your elevation demands freedom, your breakthroughs require clarity, and your miracles necessitate spiritual cleanliness. This is the essence of her exposure. Remember, sometimes heaven separates from individuals not due to their wickedness but because their chapter in your journey has concluded. With her season at an end, her influence has faded. After her exposure, expect an extraordinary change, one that elicits goosebumps and is not easily explained. While your physical surroundings may remain unchanged, the ambience, resonance, and air will feel profoundly different. The silence will transform into serene peace, and your rest will be deeply rejuvenating. Your mornings will brim with hope rather than fatigue, and your nights will radiate warmth, free from unease. The divine has reclaimed your spiritual domain. Dear one, the profound purpose behind this transformation is clear. You are embarking on a new spiritual journey. Every new chapter necessitates purification. You are entering a promising season marked by protection, clarity, financial prosperity, emotional balance, spiritual enlightenment, and sacred communication. The heavens have selected you for this metamorphosis and will not permit any disruption. The individual in question was unaware of the strength of your protection. She did not realize that angels guard you constantly, nor did she comprehend the divine forces that safeguard your home. She was oblivious to the fact that your name is inscribed in heavenly books, and that every step you take is observed by the divine. However, she will come to know this truth. Beloved, the following insights will unveil the transformations that await your home and life after her unmasking, as the heavens orchestrate a shift in your favor. After her revelation, your perception of your home, life, and destiny will be irrevocably altered. The moment she is revealed, a spiritual upheaval will sweep through your environment, not for destruction, but to usher in renewal. Listen closely, dear one, what I am about to convey is not mere information but a prophecy. It is a truth destined to reach you at this precise moment according to divine timing. Following her exposure, your home will experience an inexplicable transformation, one that will be felt before it is seen and sensed before it is understood. The changes will commence gradually, then culminate swiftly. Allow me to illustrate what is to unfold. The first transformation will manifest in the atmosphere. Once her energy is severed from your home, an unseen yet potent shift will occur. You may find it easier to breathe, as if your surroundings have expanded without any physical movement, or as if a weight has been lifted from your chest, making the air feel brighter once more. Peace will return like a river that had been dammed, now flowing freely. This is the divine reclaiming your environment. The second transformation will occur within your mind. Clarity will emerge as the fog dissipates. The burden pressing upon your thoughts will suddenly fracture, allowing ideas to flow freely and decision-making to become effortless. You will experience a mental awakening akin to the dawn of a new day. This is heaven restoring your mental clarity. The third transformation will affect your emotions. Subtle sadness, unprovoked irritation, unexpected anxiety, and unnamed heaviness will soften and ultimately fade away. You'll find a lightness emerging from within your chest, accompanied by a tranquil spirit and a grounded soul. This is heaven harmonizing your emotions. The fourth transformation will resonate in your relationships. Connections that have been distant will begin to rekindle, those who have been cold will warm up, clarity will replace confusion. Individuals who hesitated to support you will step forward, for the negative energy related to her presence has cast ripples far beyond your home. Once she is exposed, these ripples will vanish, restoring harmony. This is heaven eliminating interference. The fifth transformation will enhance your sleep. Deep, restorative rest will return, you will awaken rejuvenated, free from troubling dreams. Restlessness will cease, and you will feel safeguarded in your slumber, as the source of spiritual turbulence departs. Your home will become a sanctuary of divine peace once again. This is heaven reinstating your tranquility. The sixth transformation will unfold in your financial landscape. Opportunities that once stagnated will begin to unfold, delayed finances will begin to flow, work that has slowed will accelerate, and previously blocked ideas will animate with potential. The ambiguous path ahead will clarify itself. The reason, financial blessings cannot thrive in an energetically contaminated environment, and her energy was obstructing your abundance. This is heaven dismantling the barriers. The seventh transformation will manifest in the finer details of your home. A room will seem more radiant, a corner will feel lighter, your bed will become richly comforting, your workspace will inspire creativity, and your living space will exude warmth. Even familiar objects will take on new qualities, as energy settles upon all things, and the divine cleanses every aspect. This marks the spiritual renewal of your surroundings. The eighth transformation will enhance your intuition. Your inner wisdom will sharpen, your inner voice will grow stronger, your discernment will elevate, and your instincts will gain precision. You will become adept at perceiving the true intentions of others, for the blockage that clouded your spiritual insight will be lifted. This is heaven awakening your spirit. The ninth transformation will be evident in your daily experiences. Your timing will improve, your decisions will align seamlessly, and actions will flow effortlessly. Your days will feel lighter, and your plans will come together organically, guiding you into divine alignment. This is heaven steering your journey. Lastly, the 10th transformation stands as the most profound of all.